Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And we are going to be doing that with my I Am card deck. This deck is full of positive affirmations, and we're going to be going through yet another new card today. It's really fun to be going through these things because I'm looking on my other monitor. I have the list of all these positive words, all these positive adjectives, and it's just so fun to just think about how as we embody these more and more, that we each and every one of us gets to have an even more awesome life. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining me as we affirm some good stuff about ourselves. So yeah, what's going to happen is I'm going to pull a card from the deck. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on that card. And what I'd like for you to do is to say out loud, I am that affirmation. We're going to make it real for ourselves. We're going to write it down. We're going to affirm it for each other. And we are going to go through today with this thought in our head. And that no matter what happens today, no matter how our lives, how our lives go, that we will be able to fall back on this positive affirmation. So let's have some fun. Let's affirm it. Let's say it out loud. Let's write it down. Let's believe it. And let's say that today I am captivating. I am captivating. My natural charisma holds attention. So I am captivating. My natural charisma holds attention. Are you captivating? You are captivating. Your natural charisma holds attention. I'm going to write that down in the chat. And as I do, Frank always beats me to it. Good job, Frank. What do you he somehow knows more faster than I do. But I am captivating. My natural charisma holds attention. And this is one of those interesting cards. Most people either think that they're charismatic or they don't. And what I've discovered in my life is that the people that are actually, the people who are on the same wavelength as I am, they do think that I'm a charismatic person. And the people who are not, well, they ignore me off the face of the earth. And I think that that's a really good litmus test. In fact, I chose a magnetic field. So what we're looking at here, we're actually looking at a magnetic field passing through a coil. Most people are aware that there is there's a relationship between electricity and magnetism. And this is what it looks like. This is a visual representation of that. Is that all of us have a natural magnetism that can attract other people. And all of that, that natural magnetism, it is best used to attract the folks who are on the same wavelength as us. So when we find that somebody is paying attention to us, we have to look at that. We have to say, okay, this is the kind of person that I'm attracting into my world. This is a person who is attracted by my natural charisma, and really pay attention to that. And because that is a reflection of who we are. Like attracts like. And so if we're attracting the people in our world that we really like to be in our world, we get to look at that and say, Shauna loves this card. I'm glad you do, Shauna. We get to really have an insight into who we are. So, there is no greater attention business in the world than social media. Social media is designed to grab our attention. And one of the things that I like to do when I am scrolling through social media is really pay close attention to the ads that get served to me. Not because I want to buy their stuff, I don't, but because they reveal what the platform knows about me or what the platform thinks it knows about me. So for a full year, I actually had social media uninstalled from my phone. And when I reinstalled it like a year later, said the social media had literally no idea what kind of ad to serve me. They didn't know what I liked. They didn't know what I clicked on. They didn't know anything about me. And of course, the business of Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and whatnot is to get to know you so that they can serve you your own personal TV channel. Again, because attention is the commodity. And, holding attention is what they do. And so I watched, like for maybe maybe about 2 weeks or so after I had reinstalled social media, I did not get a single ad on social media because they didn't know enough about me in order to serve me an ad. And when they started to serve me ads, I paid attention to them because I was like, okay, it is so important for us to know ourselves. And somebody is paying money to, somebody who is serving me an ad is paying money to Facebook for their ability to know me. So why wouldn't I also pay attention to that and say, man, what do they know about me that I don't know? A friend of mine has a tattoo on his arm that says, know yourself. And how better to know ourselves than to look at our surroundings? Our surroundings provide evidence of who we are. And, the people that surround us provide evidence of who we are. Are we surrounded by people that we think are super cool? Well, I am. And because I am, I recognize that there is parts of that inside of me too. We all have a natural charisma. Not just there aren't just a couple people who are charismatic in this world. Literally every single one of us has the ability to hold the attention of others. And if you haven't experienced that in your life yet, then it's just because you haven't yet been surrounded by the right people. And so continue looking around for those people who really value what you have to say. There is Brenda Jean has something she got from Battlestar Galactica. She said, never teach a pig to sing. It frustrates you and annoys the pig. And so as we go through life, it's very important for us to make sure that we are not casting our pearls before swine. We have to recognize that we are inherently valuable, and that the folks who are attracted to us, the folks who pay attention to us, that those people have something valuable to teach us about who we are, and that we also have value that we provide to them. And so as we go through life, we get to really use these things as guideposts, use these things as milestones, and recognize that when we have the attention of a room, when we have the attention of an individual, when we have the attention of somebody else in conversation, that is our natural gifts that they are paying attention to. They're not paying attention to any artificial charisma. They are paying attention to who we are. So we are charismatic people. We are captivating people, and our natural charisma holds attention. So I want to say thank you guys for coming on out and being here. It's so fun to watch the comments go. Good morning to Frank and Dan, and let's see here. Good morning to Grant and Dennis, Jen and Tonic, Brenda Jean, Shauna, Selena, Amanda. It is great to see you guys here today. Thank you so much for coming by. And let's see if anybody else has popped in. Janet popped in a little bit later on. Good morning there, Janet. Yeah. So I am captivating, but you are too, and I assure you that each and every one of you has held my attention at some point. And because you've held my attention at some point, I recognize that you and I share something very, very valuable. So we are in the same tribe, as Kelly Walker says. We are in the same tribe. We are on the same page, all of us. And we have this incredible ability. So let's go out into the world and let's pay attention to who it pays attention to us. And let's just, pay attention to who surrounds us. Let's pay attention to our own surroundings, to our physical surroundings, and recognize that we are captivating people and that we have that natural charisma. Each and every one of us does. So thank you guys so much for being here. I will return tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the Friday edition, the Thursday edition of the Wake Up Call. It's been really fun working through these cards. Thank you for the encouragement, Shauna. Every time I debut one of these, I'm never sure how it's going to, how folks are going to react to it. So you're very welcome, Christine. It's a pleasure to have you here as well. But yeah. It is great to get that feedback, and as I continue to make these, I will be printing out more decks of them. So if you guys are interested in a deck, let me know. I'll be putting up like a pre-sales page or something to gauge some interest here and see how many people would actually like a deck of these things as I actually move forward with bringing them to market, because I feel like this is these are words that need to be in more people's lives. So. The best thing that y'all can do to help me is do what you're already doing, is to just comment on it and show up, comment and share. And as we do that, we are going to make this message even bigger in the world. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. I love you, care about you, and I think you're awesome. Aloha from paradise.